Hello students, my name is Mr. Nalode JK. Today I am going to cover the topic of classification of IC engine, which comes under the subject of applied thermodynamics. In the previous lecture we have learned the different classification of heat engine, that is nothing but the first one internal combustion engine and second one is the external combustion engine. We learned the heat engine is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy of fuel into mechanical work. Now we will see the different classification of IC engine. So there are different classifications. First one is based on number of strokes per cycle. We know there are two types of thermodynamic cycle. One is Otto cycle and second one is a diesel cycle. So first one is the Otto cycle. In this, the heat addition takes place at constant volume, whereas in the diesel cycle the heat addition takes place at constant pressure. So according to these two cycles, there is a one combination of these two cycles that is called as a dual cycle. Then the classification is according to number of strokes per cycle, that is 4 stroke and 2 stroke. That is, in the 4 stroke engine there are 2 revolution of crankshaft or 4 strokes in which there is a 1 power output stroke, and in the 2 stroke engine there is a 1 rotation of crankshaft which produces one power stroke. Then the next one is based on number of cylinder. First one is the single cylinder engine and second one is the multi-cylinder engine. Single cylinder engine is a smaller engine, so if we need more power output then we increase the number of cylinders, hence it is called as a multi-cylinder engine. In the next, based on the arrangement of cylinders, so there are different cylinder arrangement which we can see in this image. So first one is the inline cylinder, inline engine. In this, the cylinder arrangement is done in the single line, hence it is called as the inline engine. The next one is a V engine. So according to the shape of V, the number of cylinders are arranged. There is only one crankshaft is used in this arrangement. And then next one is the W engine. It is similar to the V engine except the cylinder arrangement is in the W shape. We can see in this figure the 3 rows of cylinders are arranged according to the W shape. The next one is the radial engine. The radial engine uses the single crankshaft, and on the circumference of that crankshaft there are different number of cylinders. Generally odd number of cylinders are used in this arrangement. And the next one is the opposed piston engine. So there are again 2 arrangement, opposed cylinder and opposed piston. In the opposed piston engine there is a common combustion chamber. The exhaust gas pushes the piston to the opposite side, hence it is called as the opposed piston engine. And in the second arrangement it is called as the opposed cylinder engine, in which one middle crankshaft is used and the 2 cylinders are opposite to each other. Then the next classification is according to the ignition system of combustion process. The first one is the SI engine. So we know in the Otto cycle or Otto engine, the fuel ignition temperature of petrol is 280 degrees Celsius, which is much higher than the petrol. Hence we need a spark plug to initiate the combustion process. So spark plug is there inside that engine, hence it is called as the SI engine. And in the CI engine, just with the use of compression stroke, we increase the pressure and temperature of air, which is sufficient to initiate the combustion process. Hence, it is called as a compression ignition engine. The next classification is based on the cooling system. There are 2 types of cooling system. First one is the air cooled system, and second one is the liquid cooled system. We have seen on the bikes that there are fins which are present on the combustion chamber, whose function is to cool that cylinder. So the fins are nothing but the extended surfaces which are used to use for the heat transfer. And in the liquid cooled engine, it uses the radiator to cool that engine cylinder water. The next classification is according to number of fuel used. First one is the petrol, second diesel, third one is the gas engine, and third one is the biofuel engine. So according to the type of fuel, here we can classify this. So in the biofuel engine there are 2 different fuels are used, whose fuel tank is also different. For example, petrol plus CNG car or diesel plus biodiesel car. And the normally petrol and diesel car we know. In the third classification, it is done based on the fuel supply system, the carburetor engine and fuel injection engine. In the SI engine, as we know, the air fuel mixture should be done outside the cylinder arrangement. Hence, the carburetor is used for the air fuel mixture preparation. And in the fuel injection engine, normally used in the diesel engine, we know only air is compressed, and when piston goes to the TDC, fuel is injected. In some type of petrol engine, there is an injection manifold injection system, which is also called as solid injection, where fuel injection pressure is lower. That is also called as a fuel injection engines. The next one is based on the lubrication system. There are three types of lubrication system: wet sump lubrication, dry sump lubrication, and mist lubrication. We will see those lubrication system in the next lectures. Then the next classification is according to the air intake process, the naturally aspirated, turbocharged and supercharged. So these three are the different arrangement of air intake process. In the naturally aspirated, there is no any pressure boosting is used. The air intake is done at the atmospheric pressure. In the turbocharged engine, the air boost is boosted with the help of exhaust gases, hence it is called as a turbocharger. The exhaust gases are utilized to rotate the exhaust gas turbine, which is coupled with the rotary compressor, and that rotary compressor is used to boost the pressure of air, and which is supplied to the intake system of the engine. In the supercharged engine, only air compressor is used, which is rotated with the help of engine power only. Hence, it is called as a supercharged engine. Now, the next point is applications of IC engine. So we can see the primary use of IC engine is in the locomotives. So for the transportation of passengers or goods, we can see there are different cars, buses, 2 and 3 wheelers, and trucks, etc. are used for the passenger and goods transportation. Then the locomotives like monorail or rail. So here also we can see the different IC engines like diesel engine. Now in the purpose of stationary applications like electricity generation. Then in applications like marine, so here we can see the different applications in the ship propulsion. Then in the light aircraft, so some planes or aircrafts, here we can see the use of IC engine. The next one is the portable power system. The portable power system uses the internal combustion engines in the buildings where the generators are used to produce the electricity. Then lawn mowers. So these are the different applications of IC engine. Now in this image we can see the different classes of vehicles and their functions and the different varieties of powers they can produce. Here suffix D is used for diesel and the suffix SI is used for spark ignited engine, and the cycles which are used here are 2-stroke or 4-stroke, and the cooling A for air cooled and W for water cooled. So in this, the road vehicles, off-road vehicles, railroad transport, marine transportation, airborne vehicles like aircraft, home appliances like lawn mowers, snow blowers, and the stationary engines like building services, electrical power and gas power. So these are the different applications of IC engine.